Nisha's network, y'all.
It's Nisha's network, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about connecting, yeah.
Connect the vibe.
It's Nisha's network, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all about connecting, yeah. Let's go.
Connect and feel the vibe. Connections make you feel alive. We do this every day. Let's put your business on display. Network, let's heal and pray. It's our love, we here to stay. Trust in God, he'll lead the way. We on right now, no need to wait. Let's go. It's Nisha's network, yeah, yeah. It's all about connecting, yeah. Let's go.
Well, hey everybody, how are you today? Unexpected because it's Sunday and I'm normally not here on a Sunday, but I am super excited to be here today. I have something very special planned for you guys today, a very special guest who's very dear to my heart. But before I bring him on, I'm going to play a clip from one of his latest projects that was aired on OWN TV network. So you guys go ahead and pay attention to the screen.
How's your night going, Ellis? You good? You need anything?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
What a night. You know, I'm just so happy I can make this happen for him.
And what is it exactly that you do for Jose?
I'm a connector. I make things happen.
Connector. Is that something you get paid for?
I'm a simple man. It's really the gratification for me, making people's dreams come true. The millions I make from it is just the icing on the cake.
Okay.
Sunday, to tell you, I was one of the first investors in VOC.
No, she didn't mention it.
Yeah, we've been talking about locking down the second location for a while now. So what do you do?
I'm a plumber.
Somebody's got to do it. How many locations you got?
One.
Good for you.
Okay, without further ado, I want to welcome my cousin, Jason Mimms. Hi.
What's going on, man? What's happening?
That was that heated steam moment from Cherish today. Welcome, and thank you so much for sitting down with me to talk to me. And of course, this is your latest project, which we're going to get to and talk about Cherish today. But if you all haven't seen it, you should go to OWN TV and go ahead and watch it. The whole series. I think I watched the whole series and binged watched it like in
Definitely
one
don't
go.
do that.
That was terrible, but that was good. But it was it was really great. Anyway, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm good, cuz. It's good to be here. And let me first start off by saying thank you for inviting me to your platform, to Nisha's network. I think this is dope. I'm happy to be a part of this. It's cool because, I mean, not only are you family, you know, but you about your business and you invited me into your business. So I was definitely honored to be a part of this. And I knew I had to do it and I couldn't wait. And we've been trying to get this scheduling thing together. But regardless, whatever it is, I'm gonna drop whatever I got going because I'm here to be here for my big cuz. So thank you.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I just want to start out by saying, ever since his first debut on the south side of Chicago, where I came to a play, I remember I've been calling him Hollywood, haven't I? I've been calling you
Yeah.
Hollywood a long time, and I was just excited that like major open doors are happening for you, and you've been working in the industry a long time. So give us a little bit of history and background, and you've been doing this 25 years. So give us a little history and background about just your journey.
Wow. And yes, you have been there since the beginning. The theater that you were talking about is the Chicago Theater Company, no longer in existence anymore. But it was where I got my start. Started. I was about 10 years old, so I don't know if you got a chance to see the first play, but I was 10 years old and I started off doing Raisin in the Sun. and that was when, you know, I knew it was something I wanted to do and commit. And I actually, it's rare that you will find that from somebody, you know, so young who just know, okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. But it was one of those things that just made sense. It connected right there on that moment on stage. Many people who are in the business who have their moment of when they first fell in love with the craft, the business. They'll tell you, you know, it's that moment where you're just like, you know, this makes sense. And I never had anything uh, become so real to me like it did when I got a chance to go on stage for the first time and perform. I was terrified out of my mind. Um, excuse me, but my mom and my aunt forced me um, to go on stage. Well, to join this class. I didn't know it was an acting class, but I got a chance to go only because I would have to say it was one of those moments I had to face my fears. And first, it was the fear of my aunt, who was over 6 foot tall when I was younger. So that was the first fear. Then the fear of disappointment, of letting somebody down. And then the fear of like really not living up to potential by the time I hit the stage. Because I was like, I know I can do this. I didn't know it was the class until I got there. But then when I was there, I was like, you know what? I can do this. And I did it, but after that day, I was like, you know what, I'm not doing it again. But I came back and never stopped. And from there, like that class, those plays, Chicago, I went on to Atlanta. I went to school at uh, Clark Atlanta University. Went to the HBCU, Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to all the CAU people out there.
Okay.
Um, did some work there. Got a chance to get. I was actually doing work in between there in high school too, because I did some featured extra work and some other stuff before I got to college. But by the time I got to college, as I was exiting, I was graduating. I did my first TV show, Hell Date,
I
and
remember that. I
so
was like, oh no, you treat people so bad.
it was so fun. That was fun and funny,
It
but
was,
it was half scripted, half reality.
oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, so got
Nobody
started
knew
with that.
that. Nobody knew that. I mean, you couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
everybody thought it was just all kind of like, actually most people thought it was just all scripted, but it was a lot of reality within it too. A lot of the stuff we were just making up on the fly. It was all improvisation. Uh,
Wow.
so that was fun. And then from there, I spent a couple years in Chicago, did some commercials. I jumped on and did some more, you know, extra work during that time, trying to break into TV more, and some stuff with Tyler Perry. I was down in Atlanta, going back down there for that. Rainforest Films did some featured extra work for that too, and then I made the choice to move out to Hollywood for sure. You know, make it a real dream. I'm going
Bravery.
to it. Yeah, I had to go. So, and that's almost going on 12 years now. So next year will be 12 years. So,
Wow, wow, wow. So just tell us a little bit about how difficult has it been or how easy has it been with
whew,
just the journey of everybody thinking they're ready to jump into going to, Hollywood, going to acting or, whatever, even the music industry. How hard or how easy has it been for you?
well, I'll say this: it's been extremely difficult, and probably the most difficult part is not the acting part. It's not the part that everybody thinks that, you know, when you get on screen, how tough is it to do the work and all the stuff. That's not it. The most difficult part is before you even get to the screen. It's surviving. You know, that's the hardest part, where the mental gymnastics that you go through, the spiritual gymnastics that you go through, just trying to make a career. You don't know. I mean, this is one of the things that's so hard. This is because we can go back and forth as family now. I could tell you, you know, when I would come back home, it was the hardest part when people who love you are happy to see you and they're like, so what are you doing? What's next? You know, and what can I see you on? And it's like nothing, because I'm literally trying to make something happen and my career is not taking off. And it's so hard. You know, many of us come back home and we're kind of depressed and deflated and halfway defeated about having to tell people where you are in your journey. And that's one of the hardest things to juggle for an actor who's trying to break in, or any artist trying to break into the business. You have to get over that type of stuff because it is tough, but um, incrementally, I can say I've seen from early 2000s to now, like everything I've done as I'm sitting here, going over my reel and updating things. And I'm like, wow, it was times where I prayed for the work that I'm seeing now that I've completed. It was times I was just praying just to, be the extra in the background for you to just see me. And
Yeah.
now here I am, doing the roles that I'm doing, which I always knew I was capable of doing, but getting the opportunity to do it, it's such a hard thing for an artist to do because you want to get in the room. Half the time you just can't even make it in the room. Nobody even can see you. You're not even close enough to the room. And by the time you get in the room, you're praying that you just don't mess this up because
Yeah.
you're so desperate
Yeah.
for that opportunity that you're like, wow. When you get it, it's like it's such a celebration. So just for you all to witness my journey as the family and for you to have been there from the beginning and to be encouraging me has gone a long way because it is very tough to get into this business. And the mentality to stay in it is what it takes.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's very interesting because I will say that you worked all along because you actually produced some things, even
yeah,
though they may not have hit the big screens, but you never stopped working
yeah,
in the area of your field. So to me, that's tenacity. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
just tell us a little bit about and right before Cherish Today, if you all haven't seen it, go watch Cherish Today. But the other one was Montrose Blood Rules. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, Montrose Blood Rules. It was like a double feature for me not last month. Are we in December now? Okay, so it was October. October 1st, Montrose Blood Rules came out. Came out. It was on TV1. And then October 4th, Cherish Day came out. So it was really cool because one was a movie that hit, and then the other one was a series that hit and then just kept going for the duration of October and into November. So it was really cool. But Montrose Blood Rules was really cool because it was with Victoria Rowell and Richard Brooks, some TV legends there. Victoria Rowell actually directed on it, and she actually starred in it as well. And I got a chance to get some really good scenes with Richard Brooks and some of the rest of the cast that was on there, Dawn Halfkenny and uh, the rest of the crew. I mean, cast, I don't want to leave them all out, but Dwayne Boyd as well. It was fun. It was shot in Biloxi, Mississippi. We went down there. We turned that into
Yes,
what
I
was
saw
called.
the South there. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So I was in the South like all for the last 2 years. I was in New Orleans for Cherish Day, and I was in Biloxi, which is like an hour away. The very next year, which is actually we shot that at the top of this year, and
okay,
yeah, so you guys can check that out on TV1. That's a good one too. I play a lawyer on that one. I play attorney John Ellis, so you can check that out too.
okay. So I was thinking about, just in general, do you think there's certain seasons where people look for a certain look or a certain, performance? Because just with the last two projects that you've done, it seems it attracts a certain audience, more mature, if you will. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. You know what I mean? Like 40 and up. So I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well,
Um,
it's a little bit of that. It's definitely a little bit of that. As the saying goes, when it's your time, it's your time.
yeah.
And what God has for you, nobody else can deny. So, what's for you is for you, and it's gonna find you. And a lot of things in this business, I feel like it's when you're hot, it starts. The word starts, getting around. Like, oh,
Traveling,
did you see
yeah,
so and so, and they pay attention, but so you got a little bit of the other stuff, the recipe of like that what's popular, what's trendy, and then it's like you really got to put yourself out here. People have to see you. You have to be in the way of success. You have to be
yeah.
around people who are going to put you in the opportunities that you want. And then you got to be prayerful and you got to be diligent and you got to be a dog. You got to
Oh,
be relentless. You cannot stop The moment you get in your head, your feelings, and take something personal and get yourself out of the way, some of this mental gymnastics that I'm talking about, that takes you out. I mean, if I were to get in my feelings about what I didn't get, I could have literally, I can set myself back years, because the next opportunity could be right there next to you, and you're not mentally prepared for it. So that's some of the stuff that you have to kind of
You miss the opportunity by
absolutely
staying stuck in another place, right?
absolutely. If you're
That's
bitter,
so good.
if you're sour, if you're just detracted and depressed and all the rest of that stuff, it can really take you out. Nobody kind of wants to be around you, no, like, unfortunately, as much as everybody wants to, be around and, support you during that time, if you're negative, a lot of people don't want to hear from you, like, they're like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you deal with that. And until you deal with that, then the world kind of really doesn't receive you the way you want to be received.
Wow, 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 wow. So do you think you're ready for, the big box office films and different things like that? What is your ultimate goal? Because
Listen, I've been ready.
you've been
I'm
ready.
gonna let you finish that question, but I've been ready. But go ahead.
Well, I was thinking about that because things are, well, I guess I'll ask this question. Is Netflix and TV One and OWN, are they considered, even though they're not in the movie screen, they're still on, because movies have come to television regularly. You can sit in watch, I think quite a few current movies you could watch right on your television screen.
Yeah.
So is that still considered the same as big box office now that they've gone more into series and different things like that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's still about the same. I mean, if you were to equate the screen with the major streaming providers, streaming services, it's still about the same. I mean, you got Disney, you got Netflix, you got Amazon, you got Hulu, you got Apple TV, Paramount, Sony, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them got their own platform. So in a sense, it's really, about the same. The caliber of actors that you're working with, that's what's box office. If you work with A-listers, I mean, it doesn't matter whether it's on the screen or it's on TV. It's the same. It's about the same. But yes, I'm ready. I've been ready, and I feel, when I was back in Chicago, some days I feel like I've lost some of the just crazy will or just guts and confidence that I had when I was younger. Because I was like, when I was at least 17, I was like, yeah, put me in the scene with Denzel. I'm ready right now. Now it's like I'm looking at other people working. I'm like, damn, like, what did he? How did they do that? Because I'm like, I need to be on that level, but I still feel like I have that. A lot of people that I go to college, that I've went to college with, they remind me of, like, what you were doing back in the day. And I was like, damn, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I still got it. I got it in me. But it's funny. I mean, some of
still got it, because I mean, I was mesmerized, and I was like, wow, okay, that's my cousin on there. Come on through. And you made me mad at you. Okay, so you played that part. You did exactly what you brought it. In other words,
I appreciate that. And it's funny because even that, I feel like my best work is my next work. So it's not even what I've done, it's what I'm trying to do and what I'm continuing to do. So I'm up for the challenge. I'm up for the challenge. And it's funny, I was going to say this because some of the last few people that I've been on stage with, they've been in, like, they literally went from that stage, maybe a project or two in between, to working with Denzel. Like, I work with Javon Adepo, who was in Fences. And then I work with Ashton Sanders, who was in Equalizer too. And I'm like, I was just on stage with you all a year ago. So it's like, if I'm in good company like that, not to say that, just because they got there, I'm gonna get there. But I know for damn sure if they got there, I'm getting there.
That fingerprint is on you. So come on, it's gonna just go. It can go nowhere but up from here.
Matter of fact, I'm there already. I just need the screen. I just need the cameras to cut on, and I need the script for me to say the words, because I'm in the movie.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Well, and just working with the different producers. I know you're a producer as well, and so working with the different directors and producer, how has that been? Just with the different dynamic. I know you work with Ava DuVernay and I think I'm saying her name right, DuVernay.
Ava DuVernay, yeah.
DuVernay. I say
Yeah.
right. DuVernay. How's that been? Just in terms of like you doing maybe smaller projects, but seeing that behind the scenes, do you foresee yourself even doing more of that, even along with the acting?
Oh man, it's excellent. And honestly, it's so funny because at this part of time, I would say probably early 90s, 80s, even late 2000s. No, maybe 2000s, probably not. But acting during that time, triple threat means you were a singer, actor, dancer. But
Mhm.
now you have to be a different type of triple threat. You have to be actor, writer, director, producer, along those lines. It's different because we now have the power as the artists to tell our own stories
Mm,
and the platforms to disseminate and share those stories. Because before you kind of waited through the way Hollywood was set up, you have to kind of get it from the upper from the machine, the way it works.
yeah.
The writer, director, the studios, all of that stuff. That's how you get to it. But now it's like you got YouTube. You could start there, and literally people like Issa Rae have done that and created their own destiny. So I've been paying attention. I got a pen and I've been writing. And as you said, me producing, I've actually put together my own TV series, which is not been released yet. The pandemic kind of messed things up for me. I began raising money for my own show that some of you all may have contributed to. It was
Yes.
called Juju.
Delayed
Uh,
is not denied, though. Delayed is not.
but not denied, absolutely. I just need to, get some more money for some reshoots, and unfortunately, trying to beg some people to crowdfund for you while they're going through a pandemic and everybody's getting laid off and losing money and not having no job. That's a bad time to ask for money again. So I've had to put things on, the shelf for that. But I've been paying attention, looking at the way all of these sets have been run, and I definitely want to get in the game on that way too, because I'm a creator at heart, period. I'm an artist at heart, period. I love to do everything in the facet of art, whether it be writing, drawing, designing, sculpting, painting, all of that stuff. I wish I could sing better. I sing, but by myself. So you would have to really. I'm gonna take it serious, and I'm gonna actually do something one day, and I'm gonna actually sing in front of everybody. But for now, it's just the other talents. I do video editing and all the rest of that too. But
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
I'm gonna work on this producing, and I'm gonna get something out. I got a really funny series that is kind of comparable to like Lovecraft Country, but it's a
Oh, wow.
comedy.
Oh,
But it's
wow.
a
It's comedy. Oh, wow.
comedy, yeah. So it's interesting. So I got to get back to that, and I'm getting a nudge. I'm definitely getting this message that you're sending right now. So
Yeah.
when I get a chance to, I'm gonna get that off its feet and put it back out there for where it's supposed to live, because it's supposed to be born, and I'm waiting on that to happen. So thank
That
you
is
for the encouragement. I'm feeling it. Thank you.
yes, yes, yes. Because it's so much inside of you, and you have such a big personality to be one who might have come off as shy or introvert, but really, that's just so not really who's inside that capsule.
It was for a very long time. It really was. I was so shy, and that's the dichotomy of like being an artist or being myself. Period. Because as a kid, I literally let my brother speak for me before I would even speak. As a kid, and that was like probably before 10. Everything up before 10, and then I was like, all right, I got this. I'm gonna do this myself. But I was just eyes. I would look and I would not speak. And you know that. You
Yes,
babysit me for when I was a kid. You remember. So,
yes, yes, yes. Well, tell people where they can follow you.
so you can follow me on all the social media. I probably might not be on every platform, but on Instagram, you can find me at Jason_Mimms, and that's Mimms. And then Facebook, you can find me at Jason Mimms. And also Twitter, you can find me on there. I'm not tweeting, but I'm gonna get in there. I gotta do something And TikTok, I don't know about all this TikTok stuff, but you might see my face and maybe my name, but I don't think I got a video up there yet. But I'm gonna find something to put on there too. I
Come
gotta
on.
get I gotta get current with y'all.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm just privileged you took some time to sit down and talk to me. I'm excited about what's up and coming. I'm excited for the projects, like you said, that you've done, but I'm also super excited about what's up and coming. And you all check out my cousin, Jason Mimms, the actor, the writer, the producer, all in the three encapsulated. I mean, he's amazing. But check out Cherish Today, you guys, on OWN Network. And then also check out Montrose Blood Rules on TV1 TV. And just check out, follow him on every project he does, okay? Because get
Sure.
ready for his TV show and all the rest of the things that's coming on. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Is there any words of encouragement you would like to leave people with?
Uh, yeah, I want to leave people with the encouragement to never give up. If it's your dream, whatever your dream is, never let anybody or anything get in the way of it. Even though things may be tough, I think anything worth having is going to be difficult. So if you reach a place where it's an impasse, where you feel like you can't go any further, dig deeper, because on the other side of that pain is growth, and that's where you find some of the best rewards in life. And I just encourage you to, go after the things that mean the most to you. Living a life fulfilled is way better than being in a situation where you check in and punching the clock at somebody's job that you hate and wishing that the office building would burn down in the parking lot before you start. Uh, Go after what you want. This is your life. You've seen within the last 2 years of COVID, it can be snatched away from you very quickly. Don't allow anything to take your dream. Don't sit in the passenger seat of your life. Get in that driver's seat and you go after what you want. And it's going to be difficult, but never give up. Go after it.
That is so good. Thank you, Jason. I'm
No,
appreciative.
thank
This
you.
is just
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank
All
you.
right, you guys, check out my cousin. Follow him on all social media platforms, Jason Mimms. And we will see you guys next time. Hang tight, Jason.
All right.